All right, good afternoon, class. Today we're going to be making what I like to call monster chocolate chip cookies. All right. This is a copycat recipe of what's done of the chocolate chip cookies that they do out in New York, but it's not actually the same recipe, and it's not the exact same copycat recipe that I got. But if you go on YouTube, there you can just search for New York chocolate chip cookies, and you can find another recipe just like this. But I did modify this recipe just a little bit. But I do want to give other people their credit where credit is due. All right, so I'm going to tell you what our measured out mise en place is. So right here, this is 1.5 cups of King Arthur flour. King Arthur is just the brand that I use, but you can use regular cake flour. Right here, this is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I just used whatever all-purpose flour that they had at Kroger. I just bought that and just used some regular AP flour, as we call it. But AP stands for all-purpose. Okay. Right here, I have 1 1/4 cup. That's 1 cup and 1/4 cup, and it said 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Okay, brown sugar. Right here, I have a 1/2 cup of white sugar. Okay, this is just regular white sugar or table sugar. Here I have 12 ounces of. Here I have 12 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Okay, 12 ounces, and here I have 4 ounces of just some more chopped up semi-sweet chocolate. Okay. I just bought a regular bar of semi-sweet chocolate and I just chopped it up. The bar was 4 ounces. So this gives us a total of 16 ounces, which is a pound of semi-sweet chocolate. Okay. If you don't have the baker's chocolate semi-sweet bar, just go ahead and use a pound of semi-sweet chocolate chips. All right. You're fine. Here I have 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Here are my eggs. These are actually 3 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs, with the addition of 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I went ahead and used the imitation vanilla extract. It was just in my price range to get the imitation vanilla extract. Pure vanilla extract is best, but if you don't want to spend the exuberant type of money, go ahead and get the imitation. It'll still work out fine. Whenever you can, go ahead and get the regular vanilla extract, okay? And last but not least, I have 1 1/4 cup of melted butter. Or if you don't have butter, or if you don't want to use melted butter, you can use margarine. Just melt it down, okay? It's fine. Butter is healthier for you overall because it's not processed. Margarine is a processed food, but it's okay. They're okay. So like I said, I have 1 1/4 cup of melted margarine. If you can, go ahead and spring for the butter. I prefer to spring for butter, but in this case, the grocery stores are running low on a lot of stuff, so you got to get what you got to get. So we're going to have a mixing bowl. I have a paddle attachment with the side, but we're still going to have to scrape down the side. So I'm going to show you what's going in the bowl first. What we're going to do is we're going to put our sugar in the bowl. Okay. Sugar goes in. And then our melted butter goes in, and we're going to mix that up. We're going to mix this together until it comes into like a light cream texture, and you'll see what I'm talking about, okay? Next, we're going to add our eggs one at a time. And because I add that vanilla extract too, but one at a time. Because they're both liquids, I just put them in together, but they're still going to go in partly one at a time. So this is our eggs in one at a time. Next, you want to add your dry ingredients. Okay. Now, when you add these dry ingredients, you want to make sure that you don't turn that mixer on high, or else you're going to have an awfully big mess. Okay. Now, these are all the dry ingredients. Again, do not turn that mixer on high. Just what I like to do is I like to turn it off and on just like that, so all of it gets incorporated. So I don't have a big white cloud of dust everywhere, okay? This is just me turning it on and off, on and off, on and off. You see how it's nice and incorporated now? Now we can, there we go. Now you want to stop and scrape down your sides and make sure you got your mix incorporated real good. See, that's why I like this attachment right here, because you can kind of get it all at the same time, like that. That's what I mean by scraping down the sides. Get all that white right there. Get that get all that real nice incorporated. Just scrape down the side like that there. All right, now we're gonna let it mix just a little bit more, not a lot, just a little bit. All right, and the last step, you know what it is, we're gonna add that chocolate. Now, if you want to, you can add some walnuts to your, or almonds, or any type of nuts that you want, but I just don't like nuts in my cookies like that, so I'm gonna just leave them with chocolate chips. And then we just go ahead and fold those in real gently. You're gonna hear them crush up a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, sorry about that. So once our cookie dough is done, at this point we want to refrigerate our dough and let it harden back up just a little bit, and then we're going to scoop out and bake cookies, okay? And we're going to bake those off at 350 degrees, and at the end of the video you'll see our cookies coming out of the oven. So again, at this point, go ahead, scrape down your bowl, make sure everything's nice and level. Cover the bowl with some saran wrap and stick it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes or so. But you know what, you probably get away with about 15 to 20. 30 minutes max is fine. And you want to scoop out your cookies. I want to show you what size scoop of cookies going on there. And they're going to bake at 350 for about 10 to 13 minutes. And then I'll show you the finished product. All right, so we're back. I want y'all to see this scoop I'm using here. This is a pretty big scoop. Cookie dough is nice and chilled down. And I'm about to show you how the size scoop we need. Y'all see that? That is one cookie. That's what we're looking for. That's one cookie. I'm going to show you how the whole tray when it's done. All right, so that's the cookie tray right here. Now, again, we're going to bake these at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes, okay? That's it. No more. All right? And look, I know you probably gonna say, "Well, chef, man, you still got a lot of cookie dough left over. What you gonna do?" Well, I'm at home, see, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the rest of this dough. I might cook off maybe another pan or so, just to have fresh cookies around the house, and then I'm gonna take the remaining of this dough, put it in a Ziploc bag, and put it in the refrigerator or freezer. And as my cookies run out, I'll go in, pull that dough out, get this same size scoop them out, drop me on some cookies back on the pan, put them back in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. And that's what I'm gonna do. So what I went ahead and did is got a bigger sheet pan because I don't want our cookies to kiss when they bake. So that's the only thing I changed right quick. All right, 12, 13 minutes later, our cookies are done. Look at that. Look at that. These are just beautiful right here. Now, what you want to do is take these off of this cookie sheet, or else they're going to burn on the bottom, and let them cool. You can put them on another cookie sheet that's cold and let them cool that way. All right. Enjoy, y'all.